Barack Obama is in Australia for speaking engagements in Melbourne and Sydney. And for just $895, you can hear the former president, very nice seat. Oh, there he is in the rain with Anthony Albanese, the Australian Prime Minister. I don't know, what's he going to talk about, Kosha? How he stopped the oceans rising, brought racial harmony to the US, liberated Libya. That went well. I had a look. There are cheaper tickets available. You don't have to pay around $900. You can pay around $200. And Kosha, there seem to be plenty of tickets left. Would you pay hundreds of dollars to hear the former president speak?
I'll surprise you. I would. And here's why. You know, he, despite whatever we think of his politics, he really was a political legend. If you think about just the pace with which he came out of virtual obscurity, in less than 5 years, defeated the Clinton machine, went on to win the general twice, and did push his agenda, one that I think was out of step with what mainstream voters wanted, but he was able to somehow, advance things like Obamacare and stuff like that. So just for that alone, it's an incredible story, and I think he'll probably talk about leadership more generally and how to do that, and there's probably something to learn.
Oh, I have no question that his political achievements are legendary, but the actual implementation of those policies, the impact of those policies was what I would not call legendary, whether we're talking about the foreign policy turning Libya into a open-air slave market to what's happened domestically. I think so much of that was
100%.
Disastrous. But yes, his
he's also
political ability was unmatched.
Really something, and the Clintons, I think, are still recovering from that. And he's also the master of branding. So notwithstanding the reality that has come out of those policies, as you've outlined, he will reframe that, and he sort of like is riding and coasting that into the sunset.
Well, it helps when the bulk of the media are your biggest cheerleaders. So it's easy to rebrand. It's easy to dodge, accountability for the disasters. And we keep hearing, he copped criticism for wearing a tan suit. That was the biggest misstep of his presidency. That sort of narrative is so false, but it's very, very popular in the mainstream media. He's reportedly going to make around $2 million from this tour. Other media reports are suggesting around $400,000 per appearance. So it's certainly going to be a profitable trip down under.